Today is Thursday, April 10, 2024, about 8:50 a.m. Eastern. The market opens in about 40 minutes. And I want you to see where the spiders are currently. 513 is what it shows. And I will show you in a moment how quickly they came down after an 8:30 a.m. announcement. I think consumer price index. Let me just double check that. Yeah, so it was a dated announcement at 8:30, and I was recording this, even considered going short a little bit. They fell about 90 S&P points in just like within 10 minutes or so. Let's take a quick look at that. So this is just within a 15 seconds or so of 9:30, spiked up a little bit, and when they started falling pretty fast. Also, just notice they're at 520.50. They were kind of hugging this level most of the night. They tried to close above that yesterday. That's where they opened yesterday. Could not get above it, and they just fell really fast from that level for the next few minutes. And I'll just scrub ahead here. Got below 512 within 10 minutes or so. So about over 90 handles. So I think that tells you something about what may lie in store. No guarantees of what's going to happen, but volatility definitely is back in the market. And we will come back to this chart after the market closes to analyze any trades taken in the E-minis. And I guess it goes without saying to be careful as SPY and the E-minis come into these levels. Anything can happen. Just an awareness. So we finally had a day where things acted kind of normal. I mean, there was a lot of volatility, a lot of movement. Looks relatively flat, but when I spread this out, you see there's a pretty good amount of points that the E-minis moved around today. So two trades, pretty obvious. They came down at a 512.92 after 9:45, long trade. Squeeze a few more points out of that than I normally do. I think it was maybe 6 points for the base hit just with one contract. Here, I sold two, trailed one of them down. Let's just jump to the recording and we'll talk through it there. It starts right before 9:45 a.m. and I just put a limit order on the chart to buy one contract if they got down to the vicinity of 512.92 right there. And because they're moving around quite a lot, I just went ahead and gave myself a base hit of 6 points and waited till they got up there and they gave it to me pretty quickly. I really wanted to be on the short side after what happened this morning, so I just bought one contract here. Of course, if I had bought two and could have trailed because they did move, but you don't really know. Like I said, going short, I was a little bit more confident. So you'll see, let's go ahead and scrub ahead when they get up to the next level, 515.47. And this was an order in the system to trigger automatically. So you will not see the limit order on the chart when they get up there, but I went ahead and put my reference lines, profit target. Now that's just 4 points, but I think I got 7 points on the base hit and then trailed. No, sorry, 5 points and then trailed 7. So here we go. I'm short 2, and I'll explain something here in a moment. So I'm looking to just get a base hit at this point, but they came up close, and you'll notice this is a 5.5 ES point here for two contracts. It came up kind of close. I mean, not enough for me to worry. It wasn't a near miss scenario, but they shot up above the fumble threshold. Now that would, could cause some people to worry, but I actually like seeing this sometimes because this is where the liquidity is. So, they're pushing price up there, and a lot of amateurs think, oh, price is going to keep going higher, so they start buying for a breakout. Well, the professionals are happy to just start selling because there's all these contracts, for sale up there essentially. So anyway, so they pushed the price back down. So that's what I was waiting for. And when I saw that happening, I just changed this to one contract. I bought it at 5 points, and I put a 7-point trailer on the remaining contract, and you'll just see me trail this for quite a bit, 11, 12 points, something like that. I identified a place lower where I thought they would hit some support before they got down to 513 area, 512.92, and it jumped out. It was quite a bit above that. And I'll just show you what happens there. I just kind of hovered over that area for a while to see if I made the right decision. I mean, I was already out. I was just kind of curious to see what happened. So you'll see the order just completely disappear right there, $500-ish, $450, something like that. It was roughly about there, 52.06 or so in the E-minis. I just sort of hovered there to see, well, was that a good place to jump out? And I feel pretty happy with that because they did find some intermediate support there, went sideways for a while. I'll scrub ahead so you can see, and they ended up going lower later, but they just sort of bounced between these levels for the rest of the day. And I was happy with what I got, and those were my two trades. They never hit any other levels, and I'm not going to take the trades again after they hit them. I mean, obviously they worked, but you just don't know the second, third time if it's going to provide the same type of trade opportunity. Back on the full day, you can see both levels are satisfied. Limit order, bought there, sold up here, trailed it down, jumped out roughly in this area before they just kind of meandered around. And I wasn't interested anymore. After a while, closed up shop when it was pretty clear what they were going to do. I kept an eye on this, but I wasn't recording much after this. But you saw the extent of the recording, and those were the trades. On the tracking log, if you were playing by the rules, you would have got 2 base hits, 4 points each, and it would have looked like this, depending on how many contracts you were trading. You saw me trading 1 and then 2, then trailed once. Essentially, I got, here's my trades here, still 2 base hits, but I just got more on the first, a little more on the second, then trailed at 11. So 22 points total, and that's what I got. Actually, was what I got before commissions. Not too bad for just 1 or 2 contracts traded at each level. And I hope you found this interesting and perhaps learned something. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.